gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. That feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me. That feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Darnold has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive court.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Into space at the 45. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Dolphins at 11-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
It's a
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, set.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Now it's Darnold.
First down.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That's good.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Okay,
On the
ready.
Seahawks' 47-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
On the set. Let's go now. Let's go.
Another catch there for Waddle. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Achane on first and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one into the hands of Flowers. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get him. Liking 18.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
That's good.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
4 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, son.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it?
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Sam Darnold, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jalen Waddle. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And
just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Darnold from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown. Darnold now to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Darnold. Smith and Jigba with a grab. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 40-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
To the right side, this is Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, it's Walker. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged,
he finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Dolphins 10.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And bulldozing his way through. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And all the way down inside the 5 and 4. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served. Just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. Back now in Miami. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this offense on third down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Trap 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Amulikin. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gain of 15. First down.
Running left is Walker. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On third down, here's Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So on fourth down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 84 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't give it to him. It's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 27-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go!
They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Seahawks, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.